guys, and welcome to another WoW video, and for today's video I am going to show you how to get the Sun Darter Hatchling. This is an old secret that I just put off for a lot of years. I thought I would finally just go do it. It's one of the easiest secrets they've done. So, yeah, not totally sure why I do all the tough ones first and then leave all the easy ones till later. But this is the Sun Darter. So basically, how you're going to start doing this is you got to build up your shopping list first. So here's our shopping list, and I am just going to quickly tell you how you get all these items. So let's go through the list. If you have an alchemist, your alchemist can do most of this list. So the first 6 items are all major protection potions of all the different elements. Your alchemist can do that if you've gotten all the patterns. Every pattern drops differently, so it depends on how much your alchemist has done as far as gaining alchemy patterns that aren't on a trainer. If you end up having to buy them, they do go, over on my server anyway, they go for 1,500 a piece. So they're not too pricey. We're just gonna skip over to the pygmy oil because I'm gonna do all the alchemy in a row here. Pygmy oil can also be done by an alchemist. That one's trained, so that one's gonna be easy. Chances are you have it. And you don't need 12, but 12 is a good number to go in with. But basically you use it till you'll transform into the proper form. And for me, I think I transformed after like 4 uses or something. But definitely go in with these numbers so that you're good. And then we're going to skip down to the ethereal oil, which is your last alchemy item you can make. Trained, so you should have it. And you just need 1 of those. So how I did it is I hit up my alchemy first. I got all those out of the way, and then I worked on the rest. So Noggin Fogger Elixir, really easy. It's off a vendor. So you're just going to go to Gadgetson out in Tanaris, and Sprinkle Noggin Fogger will sell you this. You don't need the 20 that's listed on there. I went in with 10 and I was perfectly fine, even had leftovers. So you don't have to do 20, but 20 is the max you can buy. Scott's Lucky Coin. This one is another easy one. I did do a video though because it can be a little difficult to find him. He's kind of hidden. So hidden that I don't even think I killed him in that expansion back then. I don't think I even knew he existed. But he's out in Town Long Steps, and it'll be at 2146, and I'm showing you right now in the video how you actually get to him. And his item is 100%, so you don't have to farm him. The first time you kill him, you'll get it. Next up is the Dire Brew. So for this one's fairly easy. Once you get to the Grim Guzzler, you're gonna locate the Dark Iron Brewer. He's at the upper part of the bar there. And you're just gonna drink with him until he passes out. And when he passes out, he's gonna drop his mug and you just loot it. Perky Pug. This one you should have. Depends on how long you've been playing the game, but the Perky Pug is a pet you get from the achievement Looking for Multitudes. When you've been grouped up with 100 different players in heroic dungeons, really easy achievement to get. And then you're also going to want to get the little princess costume for your Perky Pug. Also very easy to get in the garrison. That's where I chose to go get my costumes, because in the garrison, it only costs you 1 polished pet charm. So it's super cheap, and you get 5 of them. Now, I do suggest the garrison for a lot of things in my videos, so I thought I would just add this extra note that if you don't work on your garrison and you don't have the menagerie for your garrison, the pet area, then you're not going to be able to buy it there. And then an alternate place you could buy it at would be at Timeless Isle. Wizig is your vendor in Timeless Isle for the princess costume. And then once again, if you have the garrison up to par, then Leo or Sarah if you're Horde. Right in where your pet area is, so. The Gordok Ogre suit I have had sitting in my bank for years, so I'm just gonna tell you how I got that one. It's another really easy one. So you're gonna go to Dire Mall. It's the north wing of it. The suit is a quest, so the quest is called the Gordok Ogre suit. If you've never gotten one before, you're gonna easily see that quest. Make sure you have low-level quest showing, or else you might not. And the quest itself is just to bring an Ogre Tannin to him. Super easy. The Scroll of Intellect, you can just buy that. They are so cheap on the auction house. Yeah, if you don't have one handy, you can just buy it. If you don't want to buy it, you can go on your inscription. You only need inscription to be at 65 to do this item. But you will need a Moon Glow ink, which most people probably don't just have lying around. It's a very good seller type of ink, you know, for purposes like that. But yeah, so it would take 1 Moon Glow ink and 1 light parchment, so super easy to make. But honestly, I just went and bought it off the thing, and I was even on an inscriptionist, you know. But for me, I'd rather pay the, 1 gold or whatever that's probably selling for than to travel around to transfer my current ink to Moonglow ink. So totally up to you. Depends on how much work you want to put into getting that scroll. Winterfall Firewater. I chose to do this one last because it's actually in Winterspring. When you go to Winterspring to start up your maze, the best place to go is Everlook. You know, that's a good starting place. It's where your flight path is, your main town. And as you can see in this video right here, we are just at the side of Everlook. It is the Winterfall Ursas that drop the Winterfall Firewater. You can also get it off of High Chief Winterfall, and they have an excellent drop rate. You're not gonna be there for long. Yeah, the drop rate is, I would say, 50%. Okay, so cave time. So you're out in Winterfall. You are gonna hit up 5713 to get to the cave. It is gonna be in a grassy area where you see me right here. So get to the edge and you are gonna go down to a grassy area. If you need help finding this cave, just put in the chat /away Kalimdor 57.2 13.9 and that should help you navigate to this cave. Okay, so at this point, I will stress before we walk in the cave that it's crucial you have everything before you walk in. This cave doesn't save progression, so if you get halfway through and you're missing something, you're hooped. You're gonna have to leave and go get that, and yeah, and chances are you'll have to re-get a lot of those items. A lot of them only last 10 minutes. The first thing we are gonna approach here is gonna be a fire barrier. This one's really easy. You are gonna pop your major fire protection potion, and then you can walk through it. So that'll bring you to the next one, which is the Chaos Barrier. This one basically requires all your different elements of potions. This one's gonna take you a while, and I'll tell you why. And for me, I put on The Simpsons while I waited for all this. So my suggestion is find a show you like just a sitcom or something short, and watch it, because you are gonna be sitting here applying all your potions for roughly 25 minutes. Yeah, the potions, as you can see when I clicked over, there's a couple of things different. It's, for starters, it says it lasts 2 minutes. That's wrong. They haven't changed that in the tooltip of the item. It lasts for, well, it'll say 2 hours when you first pop it, but it's not 2 hours. It's more like maybe an hour and a half or something like that. My 2 hours left really quickly after I popped the next one, which you're gonna see in a bit here. So basically, they'll last for, roughly an hour and a half, but the cooldown to use each potion is 5 minutes, and you can't just use them all, right? You use one, wait 5 minutes, use another, wait 5 minutes. So yeah, you're gonna be waiting here for a while. You need all of your major potions on you before passing this barrier. So this next part is the worst part of the whole maze. The maze itself is fairly easy, but this part did suck. Yeah, because you're just sitting here doing nothing for almost half hour so that you can have all the proper potions on. Once that's done and you have your last potion applied to you, you can freely walk through the Chaos Barrier. So next up we have the Diligent Watcher, which is a gargoyle. And he's gonna spot you. So what you need to do is you're gonna just drink the Noggin Fogger elixir until you turn into a skeleton. Once you turn into a skeleton, that basically means that you're no longer breathing, and that's what we need. We need you no longer breathing so that the gargoyle doesn't detect you, and you can just walk past. So at this point, there's a little intersection. At the left side, you'll see a water path. At the right side, you'll see a vine area. We're heading up the vine area, so go to the right. And you're going to use your Scotty's Lucky Coin at this part. It will turn you into a sprite, and you'll be able to walk through the vine wall. When you're in there, there's a pool of water. You're going to click one of the water stones, and then just leave the vine the way you came. And now we're going to that other side that has the water wall. And you're going to use the water stone that you just picked up on the vine side, and then just walk through the water wall. Now don't walk too far, so walk just slightly through the water wall, because the Stone Watcher sees you really easily here. So what you want to do is, as soon as you're through the water wall, you want to drink your Dire Brew. That is going to turn you into an Iron Dwarf, and at this point you can just run past the Watcher. Now you are going to see a gate that has some barriers to it. We're not going there quite yet, but we are going to go there soon. So that gate's kind of your guide point. You know you're in the right place. Now you're just going to kind of turn around and you're going to walk up the ramp. There'll be 2 rooms. They can be done in any order. We're going to go to the right. There is a barrier. You are just going to drink your ethereal oil, and then you can pass through the barrier. You'll see a stone in this section. You're going to apply the Gordok Ogre suit, And once that is done, you are also going to use a Winterfall Firewater. And then you'll hit place arm in hole. This is technically the second puzzle. Like I said, you don't have to do them in order. So you'll get the debuff for the second mark. Okay, so for the one on the left, there's a fence. You're going to need to drink the pygmy oil until it turns you into a gnome, and then you can pass through the little gated fence. This is where you'll use your perky pug and put the little princess costume on, and then you'll talk to the cubes and hit place arm beneath the cube. You get a debuff, and that part's done. So the debuff you get is Sign of the First. The debuffs are nothing to worry about. I barely noticed they were there, so not a big deal. So these debuffs allow you to go back to where that gate was, and it'll be an open passageway now. Okay, so when you walk through, one of the pillars is going to have a scroll on it. You want to click that. Once you click it, it'll say the greatest of achievements begins with the smallest leap of the mind. Once you click the scroll, you're going to right-click off your Winterfall Firewater buff so that it's removed off of you, and you want to use your Scroll of Intellect. The reason for this is these buffs conflict with each other because they're both battle elixirs. So it's very important that you do take off the Winterfall Firewater for the scroll. And at this point, you can go get your loot. You can run either to the left side or the right side, doesn't matter. I chose the left side. I had been warned to not jump right in, so you might not want to do that. And that is the Sun Darter Hatchling. So I hope you guys enjoyed. One thing I would like to mention that I chose to mention at the end of the video so that I wouldn't lose most of you in the process is that if you just want the pet and you don't like puzzles, you don't have to do this. This is actually one of the rare occasions where the secret pet or the secret item is actually able to be caged and sold. So the Sun Darter Hatchling is on the auction house. I usually see it going for like 20k. It's not too pricey. So if you don't want to grab all these items and you don't want to do the maze, you can just get your Sun Darter off the auction house. But I really enjoy these puzzles, and I really love making these puzzle guides for you. And this one was a really easy puzzle, so I would just suggest doing the puzzle. There's not much to it, and honestly, you know, it's about time I do something with that ogre suit. I've been holding on to that ogre suit since like vanilla. I have done nothing with it. It's just been sitting in my inventory. As you can see right now, I'm scrolling over the abilities that will come with him. I've already favorited him in my list, and he's going to be one of the next leveled pets the next time a power leveling pet day shows up. So that concludes today's video. I hope you enjoyed. Good luck on getting your Sun Darter pet. He is super adorable. I really love the way he looks, and I'm glad that I finally went and did this. If you like these secret videos, definitely check out my playlist called Secrets of WoW. I put them all in there, and there's a ton of secret stuff that's sitting in that playlist. I hope you enjoyed, and we will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.